When flames engulf a neighborhood, help should be swift and impartial. But what if racial discrimination shapes the story? Uncover the Altadena fire's shocking civil rights implications. Welcome to Court Decoded. Today we explore the Altadena fire and investigate claims of systemic racism in this civil rights showdown. It began as a typical day in Altadena, California, in 2022. Suddenly, a fierce and unforgiving fire swept through a predominantly black neighborhood, leaving destruction in its wake. As residents scrambled for safety, questions arose about the emergency response they received, or the lack thereof. Reports suggest fire trucks arrived too late, and conflicting accounts about the dispatch priorities raised suspicions of racial bias. Was this a tragic oversight, or was there a deeper, more troubling motive? In the aftermath, the Altadena community demanded answers. Leaders from civil rights organizations joined forces with residents, questioning whether racial prejudice had influenced the response efforts. They drew parallels to historical instances where communities of color were systematically underserved. The community's collective voice became a rally cry for justice, turning a local tragedy into a broader civil rights crusade. As tensions simmered, the Los Angeles County Fire Department found itself under rigorous scrutiny. An independent investigation was launched to uncover potential negligence or racial bias. This involved reviewing dispatch records, analyzing response times, and cross-examining officials. Proving discrimination in such cases requires incontrovertible evidence and rests heavily on patterns rather than isolated incidents. The outcome could ignite reforms affecting emergency services nationwide. As legal experts weighed in, they considered the precedents and difficulties in proving systemic racism. Similar cases in history have focused on patterns, disparities in service delivery, and testimonies of discrimination. Lawyers representing Altadena's residents faced the challenge of translating civil rights theories into tangible evidence that courts could recognize. Meanwhile, firefighters and officials insisted their actions were impartial and based on protocol. The implications of the Altadena case stretch far beyond the immediate community. If systemic racism is recognized, it could reshape emergency service protocols and prompt legal reforms across the nation. This case highlights the enduring challenge of eradicating racial bias from institutional frameworks. Such changes require not only policy adjustments, but also a cultural shift within organizations tasked with safeguarding public safety. Despite adversity, the Altadena community remains steadfast in its quest for justice. Activists continue to hold town halls and engage local leaders in dialogues on race and safety. The resilience exhibited by the community serves as a testament to their commitment to equality and accountability. Their efforts symbolize a microcosm of the broader civil rights movement, where the fight for justice is ongoing and unyielding. The investigation into the Altadena fire response remains complex and contentious. While definitive proof of systemic racism is elusive, the discourse it sparked has reignited debates on racial equity in public services. The legal landscape of civil rights continues to evolve as communities push for transparency, accountability, and fair treatment. This case underscores the persistent necessity for vigilance in combating racial discrimination across all societal facets. If you found this case fascinating, hit subscribe and join us as we unravel more legal mysteries. Thanks for watching.